Alright, what's up, folks? It's been a minute. I've been gone, but I'm back, and I'm better than ever. A few pounds lighter on some new shit, some keto shit. So tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my favorite things to eat out that's keto. That is the Five Guys Burger Bowl. But I'm going to show you how to do it at home. It's quick, simple, cheap, and it's fucking easy. So let me set up my camera. And alright, let's get started. We got an onion. I got jalapenos in here. Let's see. We got some bell pepper, these tomatoes. I got some bacon. I have my ground beef, which is right here. And I have cheese in the fridge. I want that to melt. Alright, so now we're about to start chopping the jalapenos. I'm just going to do it, I guess, a medium chop. Not worried about the seeds. That's the whole purpose of eating jalapenos, because I like it spicy. I'm just going to do a saute on them. Once I finish cutting them up, don't want to leave out a jalapeno. So I'm going to chop up the jalapenos quickly. You can take the seeds out and you'll have more like half rings. It won't really be like, you know, the rings that we're cutting. Next, we're going to chop up some onion real quick. I like to cut the vegetables that I don't really have to worry about rinsing the cutting board off, you know, before I go to the next thing. So that's why I do all my vegetables first. All right, so I just use one whole onion that I'm going to saute down. Oh, crying. Thank God you guys can't see this. Now, the cuts with the onion, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I like to cut all my vegetables. That doesn't force me to have to wash my cutting board because I'm saving time. I'm always trying to cook in a hurry, fast, because we all know that our lifestyles are on the go. So I'm going to throw these in the bowl that I have over here to the side. The thing we are going to chop is the bell pepper. If you guys know Five Guys, they have a lot of different toppings that you guys can choose from. Now, doing keto, you can't have, you know, every vegetable. Well, you can have pretty much any vegetable that you want at Five Guys. All right, so I got the peppers all chopped up. Got a little pile of them. Looking nice, looking right. Let's see, we got the jalapenos. Those are done. Looking nice, looking right. And last but not least, we have the damn onions that I guess made me cry. So now I'm going to start by sauteing my vegetables. Of course, I'm going to do one at a time. I have my heat on medium. Drop the peppers in here. Ooh, you hear that sizzle? We're cooking. Got some peppers going on. Going in, going down. Alright, dry my hands off. Got a little pepper juice. See, there we go. Now you guys can see what I see. The bell peppers are nice and finished. So I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the pan. And I'm going to put these in my little container until we're ready to start assembling our whole dish. So I got those going. These are done. Now I'm going to move on to what's next. I'm going to put a little more oil in the pan. And I'm going to saute up the onions. Remember, it's just one whole onion. And the thing with the onions, like I said, with the bell peppers, you're not looking to caramelize it. You're just looking to get some tenderness to the vegetable, draw out a little bit of that sweetness, and get a little bit of color. Make sure you use salt and pepper. Cheapest seasonings, one of the cheapest ingredients you can buy. Oh shoot, I'm making a mess tonight. So please feel free to utilize salt and pepper. Sometimes simplicity is the best way to go. Alright, so now the onions are finished. A little bit of color, not too much. I'm going to go ahead and set these back over here so they can finish cooling off. I'm going to add just a little bit more oil because I have to cook the jalapenos. Last thing I have to cook, aside from the burgers and the bacon, but that's the easy part. So I have the jalapenos. They've been already sliced up. And of course, I seasoned the onions with salt and pepper. And I'm just going to put some salt on the jalapenos. I don't want to put any more pepper because it doesn't need any more pepper. Next, we're going to do the bacon. I wanted to keep the same theme. And I got jalapeno pepper bacon. They're making in-house at Whole Foods. Now, I'll tell you guys why I like cooking the bacon in the oven. Because the bacon doesn't crinkle up as much. And to me, I think it gets more of an even cook on it than just throwing it in a hot pan where it kind of like seizes up and it gets all tight and it may not cook evenly. And two, when you're busy making Sunday brunch, Saturday brunch, and you have to like cook a bunch of things, it's just really nice to go ahead and throw your bacon in the oven. And it's one of those things where you get to just forget about it. In the oven, you want to make sure you don't touch your eyes because it's going to burn from all the capsaicin and the peppers. And then you're going to be mad because you're going to have burning, hurty eyes. So now I have the jalapenos going, oh, good. Little chef trick. I'm going to let these cook for about 30 seconds. After that, I'm going to get it all straightened up. We're going to chop some tomatoes, get that out the way, and we're going to focus on making 3.3 ounce patties. So we get 5 guys in your kitchen, from my kitchen, and actually originally from their kitchen. Alright, you guys, I forgot to cook one thing. That's mushrooms. I don't eat mushrooms, so I always throw them on the back burner. But last time I cooked, long story short, I forgot the mushrooms. So I didn't do it this time, so I'm going to chop up the mushrooms. I just got little creminis. Now, creminis, I learned when I was at the farmer's market on Saturday, is just a smaller variation of portobello mushrooms that don't grow as large as portobellos, but it has the same flavor, and creminis can still be used as a meat substitute, the mushroom farmer said. Very educational. White button mushrooms, I guess, don't have the flavor and the texture that cremini and portobellos have, so you can use those, I guess, in like sauces or things that you don't really need to have that earthy mushroom taste. You can use white button. So I'm gonna finish chopping these up, sauteing it. I'm gonna get my cutting board back situated because we still got to do those lovely tomatoes that we picked up on Saturday. So I'm gonna finish this stuff up, and then we're gonna get back to the tomatoes. And like I said, we're going to work on those burgers. Ta-da! We're back. Mushrooms are done. Look at those little creminis. Baby portobellas. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in a container so we can use for later. Same thing. I didn't saute them too long or too much. Just wanted to get some color on them. So that way they're nice and soft and tender when you go to eat your burger. That's what they look like. Look at all that steam. We're cooking. So I'm gonna slide these over to the side. I'm gonna pop my eye in on the bacon. You guys see that bacon. So I have these tomatoes that I got from the farmer's market. I absolutely love them. They're good. They're sweet. They're juicy. To me, it's what a tomato should taste like. Tomatoes to me in the store, kind of, I don't know, they don't really have a good taste anymore. They don't remind me of what they used to taste like when I used to sneak over into our neighbor's yard and eat her tomatoes. That's why I like to go to the farmer's market. I have to wake up just a little bit early, just a little earlier than usual, so that way I can get my pick at some of the more better tomatoes. I mean, when you're cutting a tomato, you want to make sure that you use a sharp knife, so that way your tomato cutting experience is a lot better. Because if you have a dull knife, you're gonna have mushy, beat up, soggy tomatoes, which you don't want. All right, so I'm gonna clean this stuff up. Then I'm gonna grab my scale. We're gonna move over to portioning out our burgers, so that way we can make the 5 guys at home. See you guys in a sec. All right, what's up, people? We're back. It's burger time. The bacon, I would say it's probably done. Let's check the bacon before I forget about it. Let's see. I think the bacon looks nice and good, but I'm gonna let it go for about, I don't know, no more than 5 more minutes, probably 2.5, 3 minutes. I'm gonna let the bacon go for. Then I'm gonna go ahead, take it out, let it rest. But while I'm letting it cook, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the oven because it's still nice and hot in there. So it's gonna cook, make sure it doesn't burn, because we are about 95% finished. So now we are going to do our patties. I've invested in a nice little scale. Makes life so much easier for me when I'm, trying to make burgers. So I'm gonna go ahead and portion up these patties. Once I'm finished with that, we'll come back. We're gonna get to cooking and assembling. I'll see you guys in a few. All right, we're back. We got our patties, 3.3 ounces, Five Guys style. So I'm gonna put a little oil in the pan, just a little bit. I like to use avocado oil because this is a keto-friendly dish made at home. So I like to use my avocado oil so that way I keep it high in fat. So that way our body is burning it, feeling it, using it. And it's also a good fat that I just recommend that everyone should use. So I'm going to throw down a patty here, a ball there, a ball everywhere. I'm going to put about 4 in a pan at a time. And then I have this cool little, what is this? This is a meat tenderizer, meat cleaver that I'm actually going to use to make my patties thin and crispy like they get at Five Guys. If you do not have this beautiful utensil or tool that I have, don't worry about it. No big deal. You can wrap a can up in some saran wrap and you can use that to make your patties extra thin. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you make it nice and thin, not too thin, but thin enough to where it gets that nice crispy skin, kind of like a smash burger. Once you achieve that, you're good to go. Just let them cook for a few minutes. Of course, I'm in here with what? Salt and pepper. Hit them with that good. The best seasoning you can get, and it's cheap. Now when I flip it over, of course I'm going to season the other side, but I'm seasoning this side first because it's the side that's closest to me. And I have my heat about medium high, just so I get a nice good sear. If you can't cook 4 at a time, that's cool. No big deal. Just do what you can because you want to make sure you keep your pan nice and high. You want to make sure you can control your food. So it's not a big deal if you can't cook 4 at a time. So I'm going to get these patties going. I'll show you when I'm ready to cheese them up and assemble my meal. See you guys in a sec. Bam! We're back. Food is done. We're ready to assemble. We've been really cooking. So I'm going to show you guys how to assemble these burgers. Alright, so the first thing that I like to do, I like to lay out a little, I guess, mapped area. So I got a little arugula right here. Because you know when you eat a burger, you have lettuce. So we got to keep you with all your major food groups. So we're going to put a little salt and pepper. We're going to put just a teeny weensy bit of avocado oil on it. So that way your greens aren't dry. Then the next thing I'm going to do, grab my spatula. And I have my lovely patties that have been finished. I'm going just to stack these lovely things on each other. Kind of like a little shingle effect. Then I'm going to get some nicely sliced tomatoes. And I'm going to put the tomatoes beside one another. I'm going to add just a little bit more salt and pepper because like Emerald Lagasse used to say, I don't know about you, but where I shop at and where I cook at, my food doesn't come seasoned. So now that we got that, I'm going to throw on some mustard because we all know ketchup is a strict no on keto. So we got a little mustard action. I'm going to put a little mustard down here because we don't want any dry food. So we got our mustard. Then I'm going to grab 2 slices of our jalapeno in-house bacon made by Whole Foods. So we got that going. Now I'm about to throw down a few tomatoes. I'm going to put that pickles. Put that right next to the tomatoes. Now I have the peppers. I'm going to throw on top. Got some onions. Ooh, buddy. This is looking real nice and sexy. And of course, I got some mushrooms. I can't wait to dive in. Now I'm going to do the one thing that I know ketoans love, avocado. Got that avocado. I'm going to shingle right beside. So now we're all finished. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Give me 1 second. Ooh, look at that bowl. We cooking now, y'all. We about to go in. That bacon. We got the patties down there. The mustard, the cheese, the avocado, the arugula, the bell peppers, the onions, the mushroom, the pickles. Oh, and the tomatoes. We made this all from start to finish in under an hour. You can do it. It's achievable. Enjoy.